Welcome to the Rider Session episode 10.
Salihin,
Sharul,
Suzuki,
KTM.
friends.
Okay, let's start.
Okay, we gotta go through the questions. Mr. Salihin.
Okay,
Question number 1.
question number 1 from Danishh.irfann. Yeah, Danishh.irfann. When was your first time riding a bike and when was your first race?
First time riding a bike in 1996 during my ITE days. 95, 96 around there. First race was Sentosa Beach race in 2001. Then after that I never raced at all lah, but that was just one time only. Then after that I come back recently lah. So yeah, come back in 2018 to race
2018.
until today. Yours?
Okay, my first time riding a motorcycle or motorbike. 17 years old. Yeah, 17 years old. The first time racing. First time racing. No, first time racing when I'm 18 years old in Malaysia, in Plentong, motocross race in Malaysia. Yeah, Johor.
That was in
When
early
I was
2000 lah.
and I was 18. When I was 18 when
18 should be late 90s.
yeah, should be about late 90s.
Late 90s.
Or maybe about 2000.
Then from there you can guess the age really.
Yeah.
So we go to the next question. My turn. Okay. Next question. How do you respond to the people who say you need to stop racing? Before we answer this, we must ask Valentino Rossi first. How do you respond, Ola? Okay, Salihin.
Okay, how do I respond to the people who ask me to stop racing? So far, I think only my wife asked me to stop racing. Yeah, but I tell her that I'm doing this for the passion. Nothing more than a job. It's just a hobby. To live the dream as a kid wanting to race a motorcycle.
Yeah. I think me and Salihin, we are around the same age group, so I agree with him. One of the people who want us to stop will be our family, but of course it's coming from certain perspective and concerns. But if coming from any other riders, just because we are not in the top racing anymore, just because we are not performing anymore, for me personally, I would take it as a good feedback. And plus I need to reflect, do I really need to stop because of these people who tells me to stop because I'm not producing result, or it is it's a chance for me to prove to everyone that no, I still can do it, regardless whether if I'm not the top riders, I can also help to develop the younger riders or the newer riders. So I mean, it's subjective, but it still belongs to the rider themselves.
Yep.
How you want to see yourself racing, because I think you agree with me lah. People who don't race thinks that if you race you must win.
Yes.
Yeah. But then racing is more than that lah.
Winning is bonus. Racing is passion.
Racing is passion.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question. Bismillah. Which one do you prefer, coffee or tea?
Tea.
Coffee.
T-O ice.
Kopi panas.
T-O ice lima.
Dengan susu. Yes.
Which one you prefer? Yeah.
So tea, T-O ice and kopi.
Yes.
Next question.
Jangan makan pula. Yes. Alamak. Do you have any rituals that you do before races?
Doa-doa yang ringkas.
Yes, doa ringkas, of course.
Selawat di atas Nabi and also Bismillah.
And I mean other riders also they also do some form of prayers before they start. But maybe if this question is referring to what Valentino Rossi
rituals,
rituals, which is he always mount from the right side
So he mount from the left, he dismount on the right side.
The other side. Yeah. Okay. So like for me, yes, what Salihin said, of course, we follow that. And if putting on gloves,
Yeah.
Salihin, which side first?
Right side first.
Right side. Me left. Boots.
Everything on the right for me.
Boots me right. Mount the bike.
From the left with my right leg out.
Same. If you wear helmet with goggle,
Yeah.
you wear gloves, then helmet, or helmet then gloves?
Helmet first.
Helmet first. Same. Then glove. Then goggle last.
Yes.
That's the ritual. And of course, yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
Next question. Next question. Kalau ada music dah best.
What's the racing highlight you are most proud of? You answer first because I asked you.
Alamak. Racing highlight that I'm most proud of. Okay. When I started racing in 2018, that one is not many participants the category. But I'm proud because the trophy was handed over by Mr. Troy Corser. Yeah. So that is one highlight. But when I started racing in 2019, when we have the BRS bike race series in 2019, I came in just to participate, just to represent the brand. But fortunately, I managed to show some potential in racing lah. So, and for the first race, I won for race 1 and race 2 lah. So that's my proud moment. 2019 first race. Cik Salihin.
Myself.
Best moment banyak sangat lah. I think you very many.
Racing highlight
That you proud of?
you are the most proud of. Okay, it's in 2018. Organized by Motorfest Kallang.
Oh, Kallang.
Yeah. Where I came in first in race 1 and second in race 2. But the bonus point was Mr. Suzuki himself was there.
Yep.
Witnessed my win in race 1 and congratulate me by hand.
Yes, that one was something spectacular for the rest of us because we were the paddock. I remember that was in 2018 at Kallang.
2018.
And then you went for AICMA, right?
Yeah.
That year.
Yeah.
So AICMA Milan convention, and then we saw this entourage of white shirts.
Yeah, the whole team of Suzuki
Then
from
we
Japan.
found out that it's from Suzuki, and the big man of Suzuki himself came down to Sinonek. That is something, I mean,
I'm
very proud of. Very good. Next question. My turn. Ini dia. Who's the better song hummer? So kau hum, aku nak kena guess. I hum, you have to guess.
So I hum a song and you guess. So you hum and I guess.
Barang ni. Okay, aku try. Any song?
Okay, Master, I listen. Master.
Okay. Yeah. Can be any song, eh?
Star Wars.
Okay, your turn.
Okay. My turn.
Bos ketawa ni, bos.
Hum Hum. Apa
Sebarang hebat lagu apa cepat.
Kau apa hum lah?
Lagu kartun ke apa, Coco Melon boleh. Come on. Tiga-tiga Star boleh. ABC boleh. Okay, that one I think is better lah.
Correct.
Okay, next question. Kau bagus, kau satu hum boleh multiple songs.
What is your favorite part about attending races?
Yes. Favorite part attending races. Okay lah. Let's.
Okay, depending on
What kind of race? Whether spectator or
whether you're a spectator or you are a racer.
Okay, so let's start with we as spectators lah.
Spectators, yes.
Okay, the best part about attending races as a spectator, of course, to see your idol in racing, and you know, to meet friends. Of course, when we go to races, we talk about race, we talk about the technology, we talk about the sophistication, we talk about everything, like as if we are the racer themselves. So that one is the favorite part, and also to see your idol or your favorite rider wins. It's like watching soccer, so same thing like watching your favorite team wins. About attending as a racer,
Yep.
okay, we are both in the assorted category, class 10. To be honest, me, my personal opinion, the bond we have in the assorted category is very good, very strong. Yeah, so I have to admit that whenever I come to every race is to see them, and you know, even though we'll be dueling in the track later, but we are still friends, to see them and to see what improvements you did for the past few weeks or few months, and what kind of achievement or what kind of thing that you're gonna expect to accomplish for today's race lah. Of course, but then after that, once we finish race, regardless of whatever the result is, we are friends again. So yeah, that is what I expect. My favorite part about coming to races is to see my friends who are racing with me also. Yeah, as a
spectator. Okay, as a spectator, of course, to support the races that we want them to win, give them full support. If of course we can talk to them, we will give them some more support.
Yeah, yes, correct.
As a racer, the best part of attending a race as a racer, for me personally, is the preparation to the race. Preparation mentally and physically. It is not just, oh, tomorrow I'm going to race, like that. It's the preparation we do the week before, what we eat, when we start to load the drinks,
sleep,
have enough rest. Of course, physically prepare also, and the adrenaline of attending the race is different.
Do you want to find out other riders what they do or before coming to a race?
Of course.
Sikit motor. Sikit motor.
Sikit.
A bit also must know. Who's your favorite racer?
Who?
International
World Championship. Idol since young is Valentino Rossi.
Same.
Yeah. So current favorite is of course Joan Mir, Suzuki.
World champion.
Yeah, current world champion. Yes. Okay, next question.
Okay, your turn. Yes.
If you were a teacher, what subject would you want to teach and why?
If I would like to teach,
susah because I don't know if I can ever become a teacher. The level is so high.
Physics.
Wow.
But I'm not good in physics. But I like to teach. If there's a general knowledge, is there such a topic? General knowledge in school? Tak ada.
I have no idea.
If have, I want to teach. General knowledge. Yeah. Like how to, you know, what's this about, this for, that kind of thing. So yeah, general knowledge, just to share knowledge. I like. You?
For me, being a PE teacher.
PE teacher.
Because we are into sports. Motorcycle racing is a sport. And of course, I would like to do what I like to teach. Being a PE teacher.
PE teacher, yeah, you still very fit, right? You still look fit. You see like me,
Hopefully.
Yeah. Okay, next question. Are you a competitive person? Are you a competitive person?
So I answer because you asked me.
Yes, you answer.
I am very competitive person, but for the positive side. Yeah, win, lose or draw doesn't matter, as long as we come home safe, get back to our family in a safe hand. Results doesn't matter, as long as we are safe. Yeah.
So, but in the beginning, you'll be going to be competitive lah.
Yeah, of course I will be competitive. Give to the fullest of what I have or what I am capable of. Winning is bonus. Enjoy the race or enjoy the event or any other things that we are doing. Yeah.
Okay. For me, I like to participate, to take part in competitions. To say, am I a competitive person? I would say no lah. No.
True.
But then, I think you agree with me lah. It's always been the case when we enter some competition, we set a target.
Yeah.
And then when we in the competition, then we realize that, I can
actually go more.
Yeah. So that's the thing that I can say about myself lah, which is I normally set a target which is pretty decent based on what I'm capable of doing. But when I come into the competition itself, I realize that boleh fight lah.
Yeah.
So that's where I started.
We try.
Yes,
we do it.
So if pre-competition, I would say okay lah, tak sangat. But when into the competition or during race day itself, like when we race, I will only start to see where I stand after our practice session or qualifying. That's when I start to see lah. Some riders, they prepare before they set a target. Yes. For me, I come in, comfortably. What I have, I'm contented with. I try. Okay, if this I can push lah. Yeah. Your turn. Best soalan tu. I like.
What's your favourite food?
Alamak, susah ni.
Easy lah.
Susah. Food tau.
Easy food. Just take one, settle.
Nasi. Dah settle. Food. If we dish would say
food lah. Anything lah.
Food lah.
Yeah.
Oh, susah ya. Tak apa, orang tahu aku gemuk. Chicken rice.
Very good answer, because that's what I wanted to answer.
Chicken rice.
But never mind. Since you already
same chicken rice, but you what kind of chicken
I
rice?
say fried chicken rice. Yeah.
Because the thing about chicken rice, they have many types of chicken rice.
Hainanese, roasted, steam is Hainanese lah.
Oh, okay.
Okay, settle.
So chicken rice make you faster. Next question, awak kecilnya. Oh, baik lah soalan ni. Serious.
Go ahead,
boss. This question very good. Is racing a talent or a skill?
Oh. Okay.
Good question. I like.
Racing is a sport.
This question tu
dangerous sport. Talent is what you have from young.
Yes.
Skill is what you develop over the years.
Yes.
So it needs skills, good skills to be good in racing. Yeah, talent is what you have from young, but that's not enough. You still need to practice to develop the skills.
Yeah, agree. So like racing is a talent or skill. I have this. A lot of riders ask me these questions. Those who are not participating in the track scene, track days or race, is just that, oh, I'm not good enough. Yeah, I don't have the skill. Then sometimes I just answer them bluntly, saying that it's not that we wake up in the morning and then I can race, So, but to answer this question, is racing a talent or skill? Yes, I agree with Salihin, which is the talent is there.
Yeah.
How big, how small, how much, but you need to develop the skill. Sometimes when someone is talented and you give a certain time to develop that skill, and then they are a skillful rider already. But if someone to begin with, they have a small amount of talent, we try to get them to develop the skill, it might take more time. So racing is both talent and skill, but see how you place it lah. So you need to have the talent to begin with, then you develop the skill. Yeah. In fact, everybody who can ride motorcycle considered talented juga.
Yes. But of course, they need a lot of practice to develop the skills.
Yes. Some people can do for many years. Same.
Yeah. Next question.
Question ni.
I don't know, man.
Alright, man.
Wasn't me. Question from NG Henrys.
Hello NG.
How do you manage between family and hobbies?
Wow. Family and hobbies. The good thing about racing here in Singapore is that we don't have it like very frequent weekends, or it happens like once every few months. Even track days also like once a month. So, but then we also do our different level of trainings to prepare ourselves for the track days or the race. So how do we balance? Of course, first we need their support lah. Sometimes when we have just that day to either spend family or to go and practice, we need to balance out lah. Best case scenario, if you can get the family to practice with you, that's the best. That's so understanding is important between everybody in the family, between me and my wife, my kids. Understanding is important. Yes.
Myself, how do I manage between family and hobbies? My hobbies always on the weekend, early morning. Family is always afternoon or to the evening. So on a Sunday or a Saturday, either or. So most of my hobby goes to cycling, because off the track is 2 wheels, is only cycling. Very early morning, 6 a.m. By 10, 11 I'm done. So home, lunch together, or we bring out. Oh no, now cannot go out and lunch. So tapao and I eat home.
Spend family time.
Family time. Then if I can bring my girls out for cycling, we bring them cycling. Or blading or anything.
You have to balance. No balance cannot.
No balance,
jatuh sakit. Tidur luar.
Next question.
My turn. Next question. Alright. What sacrifices have you made for racing?
For racing scene in Singapore lah, specifically. Sacrifices. Sacrifice.
Tu tak nak nyanyi tadi.
Sacrifice for racing. Jadi panas lah tiba-tiba.
Sacrifices for racing.
Sacrifice
Is what sacrifices have you made for racing? That means you,
what kind of sacrifice sacrifice, okay, again back to the family time I sacrifice a lot of family time for this racing because you're going for an event, you're taking the time off from your family during the weekends. So
the time you cannot get back,
you won't get back. By the time you get home, they're asleep. So to me, I sacrifice my time for my family for the racing.
I agree. Same time, and also coaching a bit lah.
Dollar signs
A bit of sacrifice also lah. I mean, racing also there's some cost in racing,
expensive cost.
So sometimes you have that money, should I do this or should I do that, and then okay lah, it's for racing. So but then again, it's not balance. It's not achievable if there's no balance there. Sometimes you tip to one side, then you have to quickly come back. Okay, balance the other side. So it's balance. If we just focus on something, or we say sacrifice racing, tak boleh. Can you sacrifice racing? Don't race at all? No,
maybe not now.
Wait, no. Tak tahu apa nak buat.
No.
But it's a good thing lah. We have this thing going on, so might as well. We do it first, but have to balance lah. So balance is the key to a lot of things.
Happiness.
Yes. Right. Better. Yes.
What is the biggest improvement in your racing skill, brother? I ask you a question, so you answer. Tell them.
Improvement in racing skill. Okay lah. Maybe first, if I can include is timing lah. Lap times. And second would be the knowledge as an improvement. The knowledge I gain every time I participate. Definitely every time when you race or when you come to the track, you will definitely learn something.
The question is, what is the biggest improvement? Just one day.
Time. Lap time. When I start, I only did like 58 seconds. Now faster lah,
56 below.
50, yeah, sikit. But cannot beat that one. You know, got 53. You know,
Don't different bike, different rider.
53 seconds.
Younger, be older in it. So no problem. Okay, what's my biggest improvement in my racing skills? Biggest improvement? Wah, what biggest improvement in my racing skill is I really cannot answer.
But can I say something about?
Okay, silakan.
The thing about Salihin coming to our category this year, we all like, oh,
don't worry.
The thing is, okay, what we can really admire about Salihin is what he's riding on, the bike that he's riding with this time, which is a smaller capacity bike, but he's there, you know. So that is
not there yet. Not there. It's still behind. Still there. So the improvement in my racing skills this year is to ride this small CC bike together with the big boys.
And if I can recall, Salihin mentioned it is fun to ride a slow bike fast.
Yeah, it is very fun to ride a slow bike fast. Not slow bike, it's a small CC bike. So you utilize the whole capability of the machine. That's my biggest improvement. Next question, brother.
Yes, my turn.
Yes, your turn.
Oh, dah nak habis. One more. Second last question. Wah. Would you still race if only e-bikes were available to ride?
Of course.
Yes.
That is where skills come, not the machine.
Yeah.
Because the power is the same.
Yeah.
Then all the years of experience will take place.
Yeah. Of course, something will be missing lah. You know, when you ride an e-bike,
the sound,
a bit of getting used to. Dia tak ada gear, dia. Yeah, but because racing is in many of us, so would we race e-bikes? Yes.
E-motorcycle or even e-bicycle?
Suzuki, KTM. Boleh. Husqvarna also.
So the answer is yes.
Don't say question. Last one. Finale. Last one.
Another trick. Finale. Well, any tips to share with the future riders in SG?
Oh, ini soalan last last question.
Very good, nice closure. Okay, I ask you, so you answer first.
Any tips to share with the future riders in SG?
Very good question.
Wow. Okay. Because I'm with several chat groups of the younger KTM riders here in Singapore, so the main thing that's stopping them from participating in track day or race, first of course cost, second is they think they are not skillful enough, and last one would be my bike not powerful enough. Alright, so my tips will be, instead of channeling your inquiries to those people who have the same mentality, or those people who I want to race but I never, that kind of thing, why not you just speak to the people who already participate,
to the correct people, correct person.
Yeah, that's the tips lah. I mean, that's the main important tips, which is come to us and speak to us, and then say, and then who knows, you might think that actually racing not that expensive, or track days are not that difficult. So so that's my tips because everyone can ride a motorcycle. because they ride it daily, they ride on the streets. So the skill is there. It's just that you need to channel your inquiries and your interest to the right people. That's my tips, and don't stop there. Good tips. Yeah, good tips. Your tips.
Any tips to share with the future riders in SC?
Jangan pakai slipper.
Definitely not slippers, of course. Yeah.
Wear shoe.
Yeah, wear shoes, covered shoes. No Crocs. Oops.
Wear shoes.
Okay. Riders as in racers. Okay. To start to race, of course you need some guidance. You have seen people around. You can ask people like Sharul, those experienced riders, to how to start racing. Then racing is never about power. Power is nothing without control. So learn from the lowest you can, as low as you can. So in terms of power, it comes later. It's always about stopping.
Yeah, also about
Control and stopping the bike, not going fast only. Yeah, remember that. So that's my tips.
And be humble. Yes, be humble and respect everybody.
Stay humble. Enjoy. Hustle
demi hasil.
Thank you for watching the rider session. We hope you enjoy our tips, and answering the questions. You can follow Suzuki Motorcycle Singapore at Instagram and Facebook. You can contact me through there.
And for me, it will be my Instagram will be SHA47UL, and Facebook Yellow Jacket 47. Or you can just follow KTM The Wheel Singapore Facebook.
So don't forget to follow
Singamoto SG YouTube channel. Subscribe. Hit the like button, whatever button there's there, and hope you enjoy. Please, if can, hopefully our session have the most likes.
That's the most important.
If our session have the most likes, then we will have another session. Yeah, we will have another session.
Maybe.
Yeah. Or when you come to Suzuki, you can get
can look for me. I give you sticker.
Yeah. You come to KTM, I give you small bike. Small bike.
Alright guys.
Thank you guys. See you.